I want to speak to you tonight about something that's been weighing on my heart. It's something we all experience, and yet it feels so isolating when we're in the middle of it. I'm talking about healing. Healing from pain, setbacks, failures, loss, whatever it is that's been holding you back, weighing you down, or making you question your purpose. Let me tell you something, life will knock you down. That's not a question, it's a guarantee. There will be moments when the weight of the world feels like, why, too much. Times when you feel broken, defeated, and unsure of where to go next. But here's the truth you need to hear right now. This is not the end of your story. This is a chapter. This is a moment. And you have the power to heal and come back stronger than you've ever been. Healing isn't about pretending that everything is okay when it isn't. It's not about putting on a brave face and hiding your scars. No, healing is about facing the pain head on. It's about sitting with it, understanding it, and using it as fuel to become something greater. Because pain is a part of life, but how you respond to that pain is what defines you. You see, we live in a world that moves fast. We're told to keep going, to hustle, to push through no matter what. But sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is pause. Take a moment. Reflect on what's happened, on where you are, you want to go. Healing takes time. It's just a straight path, and it's not always easy, but it is possible. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You don't understand, you know what I've been through. And you're right, I don't know your specific story. But I do know what it feels like to doubt yourself, to wonder if you'll ever feel happy. And I know that the first step to healing is believing that it's possible. You have to believe that there's something greater waiting for you on the other side of this pain. But belief alone isn't enough. Healing requires action. It requires you to get up every single day and fight for yourself. Fight for your dreams. Fight for the person you want to become. It's about making a decision to not let the pain define you. A decision to grow. Or you might be wondering, where do I even begin? Let me share something with you. Healing starts with forgiveness. And not just forgiveness of others, but forgiveness of yourself. Stop carrying the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and what ifs. Let it go. You're human. You're allowed to stumble. What matters is that you keep moving forward. And as you begin this journey of healing, I want you to remember this: you are not alone. Well, there are people out there who care about you, who want to see you thrive. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, who challenge you, and who remind you of your worth. And if you can't find those people right now, let me be one of them. That's why I encourage you to stay connected, to be part of this community. Subscribe to this channel. Because here we're building something bigger than ourselves. We're building a space where we can grow together, heal together, and come back stronger together. Now let's talk about strength. Strength isn't about never falling. It's about rising every time you do. It's about looking at the challenges in your life and saying, you will not break me. It's about choosing to get up, even when it feels impossible. And let me tell you something, every time you rise, you get stronger. Every time you push through the pain, you discover a part of yourself you didn't know was there. But strength isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual. It's about taking care of yourself in every way possible. Feed your mind with positivity. Speak words of encouragement to yourself, even when you don't feel like it. Pray, meditate, journal, do whatever it takes to connect with the core of who you are. Because healing starts from within. You have to be willing to face the hard truths about yourself. What's holding you back? What's stopping you from becoming the person you're meant to be? It might be fear. It might be doubt. It might be the opinions of others. Whatever it is, confront it. Challenge it, and then let it go. I know it's not easy. Healing never is, but the hardest things in life are often the most rewarding. And when you come out on the other side, you'll see just how much stronger, wiser, and more resilient you become. You'll see that the pain wasn't the end, it was the beginning of something new. You see, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every scar is proof that you survived, that you endured, and that you're still here. Don't hide your scars, embrace them. They're a testament to your strength in your journey. And remember, healing doesn't mean you'll never face challenges again. Life will always have its ups and downs. But when you've healed, you face those challenges differently. You face them with confidence, with resilience, and with the knowledge that you can overcome anything. So I'm here to tell you, it's time. It's time to heal. It's time to let go of the past and step into the future. It's time to stop doubting yourself and start believing in your potential. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. But don't do it alone. Stay connected. Be part of this community. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the ration and the motivation and the guidance that will help you on this journey. Together we can rise. Together we can heal. And when you come back, and you will come back, you'll be stronger than ever. You'll be ready to take on the world, to chase your dreams, and to live the life you were meant to live. So take that first step today. Believe in yourself, commit to the process, and never ever give up, because the best is yet to come. Healing is not something that happens overnight. It's a journey that requires patience, dedication, and the willingness to face uncomfortable truths about yourself. When you're in pain, it might feel like you'll never get out of it. But let me tell you, healing is a process, not a destination. It's about understanding that you're not supposed to be fixed in a moment. You're meant to grow, evolve, and emerge stronger with each evolving step you take. This journey involves ups and downs, twists and turns. But with every challenge, you build the resilience necessary to move forward. The path to healing isn't a straight line, and that's okay. Sometimes it might feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. The important thing is to not get discouraged when you face setbacks. Healing is not linear, and it doesn't follow a set timeline. Some days you'll feel like you're making progress, and other days you might feel like you're back to square one. And that's normal. It's all part of the journey. You're not failing, you're growing. You're learning how to navigate your emotions, your pain, and your experiences in a way that ultimately strengthens your spirit. During this journey, there's no need to rush. The world tells you to move fast, to heal quickly, and to keep pushing through. But true healing requires you to slow down and reflect. It requires you to sit with your pain, to acknowledge it, and to understand it. When you try to rush the process, you miss the lessons that are hidden within each moment. You might think that you're supposed to just get over it. But the truth is, healing isn't about getting over something, it's about growing through it. It's about integrating those difficult experiences into who you are and using them as fuel for transformation. Healing isn't about pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about being real with yourself. It's about embracing where you are right now and allowing yourself the grace to move through the emotions without judgment or shame. The journey of healing is deeply personal, and it's one that you should honor. It's about learning to love yourself through your scars, mistakes, and missteps. And yes, there will be times when you stumble and feel as though you're not making progress. But those moments are the building blocks of your strength. When you pick yourself up, you're moving forward in ways that you don't always immediately recognize. As you continue along this journey, you will begin to notice something powerful. You will start to heal in ways that make you stronger than you were before. Each challenge you face is teaching you a lesson, and each lesson is preparing you for the future you were always meant to have. There is no end point where healing is complete, because it's a continuous process. But what you'll find along the way is that with every step, you're becoming more resilient, more capable, and more aligned with your true purpose. This journey is shaping you into the person you need to be. So embrace it, because on the other side of this journey, you will be stronger than ever before. Pain in as many forms is a part of the human experience. It can be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, but no matter how it manifests, pain often feels like it will last forever. In the middle of it, it's hard to see beyond the moment. The pain may feel all-consuming, and at times you might wonder if you'll ever escape it. But here's the truth you need to understand: pain is temporary. It may last days, weeks, or even months, but it will not define you forever. It is a chapter in your life, not the entire story. And no matter how intense it may feel, it will eventually fade, leaving you with something far more valuable: growth. Growth, however, is permanent. Unlike pain, which can come and go, the lessons you learned during times of suffering are with you for life. Every challenge you face, every hardship you endure, becomes a part of your story that you carry with you. And as you heal, you realize that each experience has made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When you push through the pain, you emerge on the other side with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. The growth you gain from overcoming obstacles is something that no one can take away from you. It stays with you, constantly shaping who you are becoming. It's important to remember that while pain may feel like the end of the world, it is merely a tool for transformation. Pain often pushes us to grow in ways that we never could have imagined without it. It forces us to dig deep within ourselves and find strength we didn't know we had. On the road to healing might be tough, but the strength and resilience you develop along the way are invaluable. And that strength will carry you into the future, enabling you to face new challenges with the knowledge that you've already conquered so much. And that's where the real power lies, not in the pain, but in the growth that follows. Growth requires resilience. It requires a mindset that refuses to be defeated. It's about looking at every struggle as an opportunity to become better, to become more. And even when you're in the depths of pain, remember this: the pain will pass. What will remain is your growth. You will be better for it. You'll be stronger, sharper, and more focused. And one day when you look back on the pain you once endured, you'll realize that it was the catalyst that propelled you to be the person you were always meant to be. The beauty of this journey is that every challenge, every moment of pain contributes to the growth that will last a lifetime. It's easy to get caught up in the struggle, but when you focus on the bigger picture, the growth that's coming on the other side, you'll find the strength you're moving forward. Pain will always come and go, but the person you become because of it will remain, and that is the true power of this journey. With every step, you're creating a stronger, more resilient version of yourself, and that growth is permanent. This is how you heal. This is how you come back stronger than ever. Forgiveness is often one of the most difficult steps on the road to healing, but it is also one of the most essential. When we hold on to anger, resentment, or bitterness, we are allowing those negative emotions to have control over us. These emotions keep us stuck in the past, preventing us from moving forward and growing. It's easy to believe that holding on to these feelings is a form of protection, a way to keep ourselves from getting hurt again. But in reality, it only harms us. Forgiveness isn't about excusing the wrongs that have been done to us. It's about releasing the grip that those wrongs have on our hearts. And it's about freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment and allowing ourselves the space to heal. To forgive is to let go of the emotional weight that drags us down. Think of it as putting down a heavy burden that you've been carrying for far too long. This burden doesn't just weigh you down physically, drains your anger out of your mind, and stunts your growth. When you forgive, you are releasing yourself from that burden. You are saying that the past no longer has control over your present or your future. Are you giving yourself the permission to move forward, to grow, and to embrace the lace that lies ahead of you? It's not about forgetting what happened, but rather choosing not to let it define you anymore. Forgiveness also frees you from the cycle of self-blame and victimhood. When you hold on to grudges, there's a part of you that feels justified in your anger. A part of you that believes holding on to that pain somehow makes you stronger or more deserving. But the truth is, it only keeps you trapped. By forgiving, you let go of the need for validation or revenge. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances, and instead you reclaim your power. Forgiveness shifts the focus from what was done to you to what you are now capable of doing for yourself. It allows you to take responsibility for your healing and empowers you to move forward. Our act of forgiveness extends not only to others, but also to yourself. Many times, the hardest person to forgive is the one staring back at you in the mirror. We beat ourselves up for the mistakes we've made, the opportunities we've missed, or the ways we've let ourselves down. But forgiveness starts with self-compassion. You have to forgive yourself for the decisions you regret, the times you were hard on yourself, and the moments when you felt unworthy. When you forgive yourself, you break the cycle of self-punishment and give yourself the grace to grow. And you are not defined by your past mistakes, and you are certainly not doomed to repeat them. Forgiveness allows you to heal from within. As you move forward, the power of forgiveness becomes even clearer. It doesn't mean that everything will suddenly be perfect, or that all the hurt will disappear overnight. But it does mean that you are no longer allowing the past to control your future. You are taking charge of your healing, your mindset, your growth. By forgiving, you give yourself the opportunity to start fresh, to begin anew, and to come back stronger than ever. And when you let go of the pain, you create the space to build something greater. And the power of forgiveness is the key to unlocking that transformation, leading you to a place of peace, strength, and growth. The choice to forgive is ultimately a choice to heal. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of life. We're constantly moving, constantly doing, and always thinking about the next thing. But the truth is, healing doesn't happen when you're always in motion. It happens when you take the time to pause and reflect. When you're constantly on the go, you miss the opportunity to truly process your emotions, experiences, and growth. Healing isn't just about pushing forward, it's about taking a step back to evaluate where you've been and where you're going. By pausing, you give yourself the chance to gain clarity and perspective, which is essential for moving forward. Taking time to pause isn't about doing nothing, it's about intentional stillness. It's about creating the space to listen to your thoughts, to check in with your feelings, and to assess a journey. When we're always busy, it's easy to suppress our emotions or avoid confronting difficult truths. But by pausing, you allow yourself the freedom to face those emotions head on. You create an environment where you can reflect on what you've been through, what you've learned, and how you've changed. This reflection is crucial for growth because it helps you process the lessons that come with every challenge and setback. But reflection also allows you to realign with your true purpose. It's easy to get lost in the chaos of life, to get distracted by other people's expectations or by the constant pressure to perform. But when you take the time to pause and reflect, you reconnect with who you really are. You remember what matters most to you. You gain insight into your goals, your values, and your passions. This clarity is like a compass that guides you back to the right path when life feels overwhelming or uncertain. By reflecting, you rediscover your inner strength, your true direction, which is vital for your healing and your comeback. In the process of reflection, you may also realize the importance of patience. Healing doesn't happen quickly, and it certainly doesn't happen without effort. By taking time to pause, you acknowledge that healing is not a race. It's a journey that requires care, attention, and patience. When you reflect on your progress, you'll see how far you've come, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. A pause gives you the space to recognize that every small step forward counts, and that progress is more than just a destination, it's the sum of all the moments in between. As you continue to pause and reflect, you will begin to understand the significance of this practice in your healing process. Each moment of stillness is a chance to gather strength, to recharge, and to refocus. Reflection isn't just about thinking, it's about growing. It's a way to process everything you've experienced and turn it into something meaningful. By making reflection a regular part of your life, you create a foundation for sustained growth, which ultimately empowers you to heal and come back stronger than ever. In this space of reflection, you'll discover the power of patience, clarity, and purpose, all key elements to Yellowmon transformation. There's a common misconception that strength is something you're born with, that some people are just naturally resilient while others aren't. But the truth is, strength isn't about how tough you are when everything is going right. Strength comes from how you rise after you fall. It's in those moments of adversity, those times when you feel broken, that you discover what you're truly made of. A life will knock you down. It's not a matter of if, but when. What defines your strength is not staying down, but finding the courage to get back up, to keep moving, and to continue pushing forward. When you fall, it may feel like the end of the road, the weight of failure floss, or disappointment can feel overwhelming. But falling isn't the end, it's part of the process. It's in those very moments of defeat that you learn the most about yourself. You discover how deep your resilience runs, how strong your willpower is, and how much you're willing to fight for what matters most to you. When falling doesn't make you weak, it shows you where you need to grow. It's in the struggle that character is forged, and the strength you build from getting back up is what will carry you through the next challenge. Rising after a fall requires more than just physical strength, it requires mental toughness. It's easy to let the negative self-talk take over when things don't go as planned. But mental strength is the ability to silence that inner critic, to refuse to accept defeat as the final answer. Every time you rise after a fall, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances, stronger than the obstacles that stand in your way. And the more you rise, the more you build your confidence, and the more you realize that you can overcome anything. It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent, about getting up one more time than you've fallen. But the process of rising isn't always easy. It requires patience, determination, and faith. It takes time to heal after a fall, to rebuild what was broken, and to regain your strength. However, each time you rise, you come back stronger. The lessons you've learned from the fall are not just lessons in survival, they're lessons in growth. You begin to understand that falling isn't a sign of weakness, but a stepping stone toward greater strength. It's through these experiences that you build the foundation for your comeback. The pain and struggle become the fuel that drives you forward, shaping you into someone who is more capable and more resilient than ever before. As you continue to rise after each fall, you'll start to realize something powerful. Your strength is not just in how you overcome individual challenges, but in your ability to keep going no matter how many times you fall. And the true power lies in your persistence, in your refusal to give up, and in your ability to rise again and top. And this is the essence of strength, not perfection, not avoiding failure, but rising every single time you fall. The more you practice this, the more you build a spirit of resilience that cannot be broken. With every rise, you get closer to your strongest self, and each setback becomes an opportunity to come back stronger than ever. When you're on the path to healing, the people you surround yourself with play a crucial role in your journey. Healing isn't just an internal process, it's also influenced by the environment and the people in your life. Negative influences, people who bring you down, who constantly remind you of your failures or shortcomings, only serve to keep you stuck in the past. To heal and come back stronger than ever, it's vital to surround yourself with positive influences. These are the people who uplift you, who encourage you to keep going, and who believe in your potential even when you struggle to believe in yourself. The company you keep shapes your mindset, your attitude, and your ability to persevere. Positive influences don't just cheer you on during the good times, they also support you through the difficult moments. Healing is rarely a smooth process. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when you question your strength, and when you wonder if the effort is worth it. And this is when the right people in your life become invaluable. They remind you of your worth, your progress, and your ability to overcome obstacles. They provide perspective when your vision gets clouded by doubt. The people who truly care for you don't just celebrate your successes, they help you get back up when you fall and push you to keep going when you feel like quitting. The impact of surrounding yourself with positive influences extends beyond just emotional support. It also affects your mindset and the way you approach challenges. When you're around people who radiate positivity and resilience, you begin to adopt those same qualities. You learn how to reframe negative situations and see them as opportunities for growth. You start to believe that setbacks are not failures, but stepping stones to success. The right influences help you shift from a victim mentality to a growth mentality. And this shift is what propels you forward on your healing journey. By surrounding yourself with people who model resilience, optimism, and perseverance makes it easier for you to embody those same qualities. And it's also important to remember that positive influences aren't always the people you know personally. Sometimes the most powerful influences come from books, podcasts, or online communities. In this day and age, there's an abundance of resources available to help guide you on your healing journey. Seek out stories of people who have overcome adversity, who have faced their own struggles and come out stronger on the other side. Surround yourself with messages of hope, strength, and perseverance, whether through the words of others or through the actions of those you admire. These external influences can provide a sense of connection and inspiration when you need it the most. As you continue on your journey of healing, you'll realize just how much your environment shapes your progress. And the more you surround yourself with positive, uplifting influences, the more you'll start to feel empowered to heal and grow. The people, the books, the podcasts, the communities you engage with, they all play a role in shaping the mindset and attitude you bring to your healing. So the right influences, you'll begin to see challenges as opportunities, and you'll develop the strength to keep pushing forward no matter what life throws your way. As you focus on surrounding yourself with positivity, you'll find yourself coming back stronger than ever. Healing is not something that happens to you from the outside, it's something that begins from within. When we face challenges or hardships, it's easy to think that the answer to current pain lies in external circumstances or in the people around us. We may look for validation from others or seek solutions in things outside ourselves. But the truth is, true healing starts with you. It's not about waiting for the world to change or for other people to behave differently. It's about looking inward and making the choice to heal from the inside out. Healing is an act of self-love, a self-awareness, and a personal responsibility. When you commit to healing from within, you begin to understand that your mindset and your perspective are key to your recovery. The way you view your pain, your setbacks, and your failures has the power to either keep you stuck or propel you forward. It's easy to get trapped in negative thinking, to allow self-doubt and fear to define your reality. But healing comes when you challenge those negative thoughts, when you replace them with affirmations of strength, courage, and resilience. By taking control of your thoughts, you begin to reshape your reality. And that internal shift is what creates true change. Healing from within also involves confronting your emotions and accepting them, rather than suppressing or ignoring them. Many times we avoid dealing with our emotions because they're uncomfortable or painful. But avoiding emotions doesn't make them go away, it just prolongs the healing process. When you allow yourself to feel, to grieve, to be angry, or to be sad, you give yourself permission to heal. This is an important part of the journey because only when you acknowledge your feelings can you release them. It's through this acceptance that you begin to process your pain. And as you do, you create for growth, for renewal, and for strength. And the power of healing from within also lies in cultivating inner peace. When the world around you feels chaotic, when things seem out of your control, finding peace within yourself becomes a powerful tool for healing. It's not about eliminating all external trauma or challenges, those are inevitable. It's about learning to find calm amidst the storm, to maintain balance within your own mind and spirit. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, or simply taking time for self-care can help you reconnect with your inner peace. This peace is the foundation that supports your healing and gives you the strength to face whatever challenges come your way. As you continue to heal from within, you'll realize that this process doesn't just transform your emotional state, it transforms your entire life. When you choose to heal internally, you begin to see the world through a different lens. You stop searching for external validation, and instead, you become your own source of strength and motivation. And the more you heal from within, the more you develop a sense of self-worth and confidence that is unshakable. This inner transformation is what propels you toward your comeback. It's the foundation of a life that is stronger, more resilient, and more aligned with your true purpose. And the healing process starts with you, and as you embrace it, you unlock the potential to come back stronger than ever before. Facing your fears and doubts is one of the most challenging yet necessary steps on your journey to healing and personal growth. Fear has a way of paralyzing us, of convincing us that we're not capable, that we're not worthy of success, or that we're destined to fail. Doubt creeps in and whispers lies in our minds, telling us that we're not good enough or that we're not strong enough to overcome the challenges we face. But here's the truth, those fears and doubts are not truths, they're just obstacles that stand in the way sheath. If you want to heal, if you want to come back stronger than ever, you have to face these fears head on. And the only way to truly conquer them is to step into them, look them in the eye, and prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever envisioned. When you allow fear to control you, it keeps you stuck in a cycle of uncertainty and insecurity. Fear often convinces us that the worst-case scenario is the only possible outcome. But when you face that fear and push through, you start to realize that the worst-case scenario is rarely as bad as you imagine. In fact, the more you confront your fears, the less power they have over you. Each time you face a fear, it loses a little bit of its grip and you gain a little more confidence. This is the power of facing your fears. It builds resilience. It helps you realize that you are not defined by what you fear, but by how you respond to it. Your ability to stand tall in the face of fear is what allows you to grow and heal. Doubt, on the other hand, is often the silent killer of dreams. It's the voice inside that tells you that you're not enough, that your efforts will be wasted, that you don't have what it takes. But what if you could flip the script on doubt? What if you could choose to believe in yourself even when doubt creeps in? Overcoming doubt isn't about pretending it doesn't exist. It's about refusing to let it control your decisions. When you face your doubts, you recognize them for what they truly are. Temporary thoughts that don't define your potential. A doubt can't stop you unless you let it. When you challenge those doubts, dash through them, you create a new narrative for yourself, one where belief in your abilities becomes stronger than any doubt you might have sown. One of the keys to facing your fears and doubts is taking action even when you don't feel ready. Healing and growth don't happen in the absence of fear or doubt. They happen in spite of it. It's in the moments when you feel most uncertain, when fear is screaming at you to turn back, that you have the greatest opportunity for growth. Taking action, even when it feels uncomfortable, proves to yourself that you are capable. Each small step forward, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is a victory. You begin to see that healing doesn't come from waiting for fear to disappear. It comes from moving forward despite it. And the more you act in the face of fear and doubt, the stronger and more confident you become. As you continue to face your fears and doubts, you'll notice that the process becomes easier. Each time you confront a fear, you build a new level of strength. Each time you challenge a doubt, you reinforce your belief in yourself. What once felt overwhelming and impossible becomes something you can handle. This is how healing happens, through the consistent act of showing up, of facing your fears, and of refusing to let doubts hold you back. The more you face these obstacles, the more you realize that they don't define you. Instead, it's how you rise above them that shapes the person you are becoming. As you face your fears and doubts, you pave the way for a stronger, more resilient version of yourself to emerge. The setbacks are a natural part of life. They can feel like the world is pushing against you. And it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that a setback means the end of your journey. But what if I told you that setbacks are not failures, they're opportunities in disguise? They're not the end, but rather a moment of pause, reflect, and recess. Every setback carries with the seeds of a comeback. It's not about how hard you fall, it's about how you rise after you've fallen. Your response to setbacks determines your future, not the setback itself. When you face a challenge or failure, it's not a reflection of your worth or ability. It's simply an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. When setbacks happen, they often leave us feeling discouraged or defeated. It's easy to get caught in the emotions of disappointment or frustration. However, in those moments, we have a choice. We can let the setback define us, or we can choose it as fuel for growth. Every successful person has faced setbacks along their journey. The difference is they didn't allow those setbacks to break them, they allowed them to build them. Setbacks teach you lessons that success never can. They reveal your weaknesses, your vulnerabilities, and your areas of improvement. And once you acknowledge and understand these lessons, you become equipped with the knowledge to grow and to rise to the next level. In fact, setbacks often push you to reevaluate your path and adjust your strategy. Sometimes we get so comfortable in our routines that we fail to notice when something isn't working. A setback forces you to stop, take a step back, and look at your situation from a new perspective. It can spark creativity, innovation, and new ideas that you would have never thought of if everything had gone according to plan. So rather than seeing setbacks as roadblocks, start viewing them as redirections. Well, the universe is telling you that you may need to take a different approach to learn something new. or to build resilience that you didn't know you had. The setbacks become the stepping stones to something greater. When you experience a setback, it's important to remember that growth rarely happens in a straight line. Progress often messy with twists, turns, and obstacles along the way. But every time you encounter a setback and overcome it, you grow stronger, more capable, stacking over capable. It's the process of getting back up, dusting yourself off, and pushing forward that builds the strength you need for the future. I don't allow a temporary setback to convince you that journey is over. Instead, let it remind you of your ability to persevere, to rise above adversity, and to keep moving it toward your goals. And the comeback is always stronger than the setback, and every challenge you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong you are. As you heal and come back stronger than ever, remember that setbacks are part of the process. But the road to success and fulfillment is never without its bumps. Embrace the setbacks as opportunities to refine your character, sharpen your skills, and develop the mental toughness necessary to face even bigger challenges. Each setback is just a chapter in your story, not the entire story itself. When you look at setbacks this way, you begin to see them for what they truly are, opportunities for comebacks. And as you heal, you'll find that your comebacks become more powerful, more unstoppable, and more rewarding than you ever warnings. And it's not about how many times you fall, but about how many times you rise. Yet life will leave its marks on you. We'll all go through experiences that shape us, some beautiful and some painful. The scars, visible and invisible, are a part of that process. They are not signs of weakness or failure. They are symbols of survival. Each scar, each wound you've healed from is a reminder of your strength. When you embrace your scars, you embrace the journey that brought you to where you are, right? They are not the end of your story. They are the evidence that you've overcome challenges and lived through the toughest moments. Often we hide our scars, ashamed of the pain they represent. We may feel like they make us less than perfect or that they somehow diminish our worth. But the truth is, those scars are what make you uniquely you. They show the world that you've been through battles and emerged victorious. The pain you experienced was real, but so is your strength to heal. When you wear your scars with pride, you allow your pride to appreciate how far you've come. The person you are today is shaped by every experience, every struggle, and every scar. They are your badges of honor, proof that you survived what you thought might break you. Your scars tell a story, one of resilience, courage, and survival. They're the chapters in your life that you may have tried to forget, but they are just as important as the chapters of joy and triumph. In fact, they might be even more significant. You see, healing doesn't come from ignoring your scars, it comes from acknowledging them, accepting them, and using them to fuel your growth. Each scar represents a lesson learned, a part of you that was once broken but is now whole again. When you allow your scars to be a source of pride, you give yourself the freedom to heal and move forward with confidence. Embracing your scars also means acknowledging the power of your journey. The process of healing is not easy and it's not linear. There are times when you'll feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but that's okay. Every step, every misstep, every scar is a testament to your resilience. Your scars reflect your ability to keep going, even when life knocked you down. When you embrace them, you remind yourself that you are more than your pain. You are the sum of every challenge you faced and the strength you've gained from each one. Your scars are part of your story, and that story is one of power and perseverance. As you continue your journey of healing and growth, remember that your scars do not define you, but they are a crucial part of who you've become. They are proof that you've survived. So don't shy away from them. Don't hide them. Embrace them as symbols of your strength and resilience. When you look at your scars, you should see not just the pain you've endured, but the courage and strength it took to heal. With each scar, you are reminded that no matter what life throws your way, you have the power to heal, to rise, and to come back stronger than ever. Your scars are the proof of your survival, and they will continue to guide you as you step into a brighter, stronger future. In times of healing, it's essential to remember that you don't have to go through the journey alone. Healing is a deeply personal process. But it doesn't mean you should isolate yourself from those who can offer support, encouragement, and understanding. And the people you surround yourself with have the power to influence your healing process, either positively or negatively. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable and reach out to others, you begin to build a network of support that can carry you through the toughest times. Well, no one should have to heal in isolation. Your strength is amplified when you connect with others who share similar experiences or who simply care about your well-being. A supportive community is not just about being surrounded by people, but being surrounded by the right people. It's about building relationships with individuals who lift you up, who encourage you when you doubt yourself, and who remind you of your worth when you can't see it. These people become your pillars, your safe havens. They provide a space for you to be authentic and real about your struggles without fear of judgment. And when you have this kind of support, healing becomes less daunting. You have a network of people who genuinely care and who want to see you rise above the challenges life throws your way. Being part of a supportive community also means giving as much as you receive. It's a mutual exchange of strength and love. As you heal and grow, you'll find that helping others on their journey of healing can be just as powerful as receiving support. When you share your story, your lessons learned, and your encouragement, you give others the permission to do the same. There is immense power in shared vulnerability and in creating spaces where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. It's this mutual exchange of support that strengthens the community and helps everyone within it heal and grow together. As you build connections, you become part of something bigger than yourself, a collective of people who are all striving for growth, healing, and strength. When you stay connected, you allow yourself to be reminded of your worth, especially during moments when you feel unworthy or insignificant. In times of doubt, it's the words of someone who believes in you that can reignite the spark within you. Your community becomes a mirror, reflecting back your strength and reminding you of your potential. Sometimes all it takes is one person to remind you that you're not alone, that you're capable of overcoming the challenges you're facing. This connection becomes the lifeline that pulls you out of your darkest moments and pushes you toward the brighter days. As you continue your journey of healing, remember that the relationships you cultivate are just as important as the work you do on yourself. Healing is not just about internal growth, it's also about external support. Surround yourself with those who encourage, uplift, and inspire you. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, and don't hesitate to offer your strength to others who are walking a similar path. Together as a community, you will rise above the pain, the setbacks, and the doubts. The connections you build today will support you in your healing and help you come back stronger than ever. With the right people by your side, you are unstoppable. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that healing is not an overnight process. It's a path that requires patience, self-compassion, and persistence. Each step you take toward healing is a step toward becoming the strongest version of yourself. The scars you bear are not marks of weakness, but of survival and strength. Embrace them and wear them proudly as proof of your resilience. Understand that pain is temporary, but the growth that comes from it is permanent. Don't be afraid to pause, reflect, and face your fears, because in doing so, you will find the courage to be wise, stronger than before. As you heal, remember that you don't have to do it alone. Stay connected, build a supportive community, and allow others to walk with you on this journey. Share your strength and allow others to share theirs with you. Together we become unstoppable. The road to healing is never easy, but with the right mindset, the right support, and the determination to rise after every fall, you will come back stronger than ever. So take a deep breath, believe in yourself, and commit to your healing. I know that each day is an opportunity to grow, to reflect, and to become a better version of yourself. Trust in the process, and most importantly, trust in your ability to heal and rise above whatever life throws your way. Well, your best days are ahead of you. The time to heal is now. And with every step you take, you are one step closer to your comeback, stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Thank you for taking the time to listen and reflect on these words. I hope they've inspired you to take the necessary steps toward healing and to embrace the strength within you. Remember, no matter where you are in your journey, you have the power to rise, grow, and come back stronger than ever. Keep moving forward with faith, courage, and resilience. Goodbye for now, but know that this is not the end of your journey. It's just the beginning. Take care of yourself, stay connected, and continue to build the life you deserve. You've got this, and I believe in you.